Yeah. It's your boy back in the building. Teamendless83 podcast. Coach Ken and this CAPO back in the building for another episode, doing a Friday night episode this week. Might start doing them on Fridays, Thursday, I don't know, whenever I feel like it, but you will get one at least once every week. You dig? This is gonna be a good episode. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, man. Go ahead and get this thing started, man. What an intro. I got 45 minutes a night. Probably don't get a whole 45. Let's get it started. Teamendless83 podcast, Friday, March 15th, 2024, episode 36, titled Rocky. That's Balboa. NFL free agency, man. It's Rocky, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. Alright? Everybody be safe. Spread the love. Each one teach one. It's enough to go around for everybody. Uplift, encourage, trust God. Trust the process. God is, God did, God first. Alright? Follow Teamendless83 podcast on IG. Facebook, Kenyon Coach Ken McAfee. YouTube channel is Kenyon McAfee 3191. That's KENYONMCAFEE 3191. Follow my testimony about my motorcycle accident, Kenyon McAfee Choices Interlude, a true testimony. Go check that out. Alright, shout out to all the podcasts, everybody. You know, I be watching sports shows, podcasts, you know, influence me. Shout out to Matt for Sports, Mav Hoffa. Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game, Gills Arenas, Drink Champs, Joe Button Podcast, Pivot, Breakfast Club, It Is What It Is Podcast, Vlad TV, DJ Academics, Club Shay Shay, All the Smoke, Nightcap, Stephen A. Smith Podcast, First Take, Undisputed, First Things First, Speak, and The Godfather, Colin Cowherd. Alright, shout out to my man Young L. Of course, he be home in a minute. Shout out my dog Horace Riddick, RP Miss Riddick, RP Coach Lynch, RP Radio, RP Grandma. You've been gone for almost 20-something years now. Love you. Shout out to my cousin Susie for coming down to see me this weekend. Shout out Perry Red, spitting them bars. Shout out my man Lil Mikey, Dion Brooks, whatever you want to call him. Shout out my sister Sharon. Shout out to my real brothers and sisters, Baldy, Drake, Christine. Shout out my mother, Miss Davis. Shout out my father, Kenyon McAfee the first. Well, ain't no first, but Kenyon McAfee. Shout out my god brother LJ. Shout out my church home, Pastor Johnson. Shout out my other church home, Bobby Manning. Oh, Bobby Johnson. I think it is Bobby Johnson. Oh, Bobby Manning. Maybe Bobby Manning. I think it is Bobby Manning. Shout out District Heights, 11B. Shout out Suitland Rams. Shout out Baltimore. Shout out Uptown Northwest. Shout out Cali. Shout out all the neighboring neighborhoods, man. Shout out to my guys with the clothing line. My man, Us, Tone Calleon, go cop his stuff. My man T Mac Green, go Cartel, go cap his stuff. Shout out Hard Truth, my man Joe Scott, go cop his stuff. Okay, shout out my man T-Rock. Yeah, that baby just came in the building. What it do, T-Rock? Hey, I'm still waiting to train your boy too. You ducking. Yeah, you ducking this work. Endless work. Hey, shout out to all my lady warriors, man. All my lady endless warriors, man. Got the ladies drink on tonight. Got that James Harden number on. Yeah, because it's killer. You know what I'm saying? With the shot. None of that other bullshit. All right? Yeah, T-Rock, I'm on your head, bruh. I don't no excuses. I'm waiting for you to pull up or send the invite so I can make your youngster tap out. Pause. Alright? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out for the good, the bad, the ugly, the righteous, the evil, the women, the men, the trans, the senior citizens, the youth, everybody in between, man. Shout out to married couples, single couples, bi couples. Shout out to everybody that's going out tonight. Be safe Friday night. Make sure you make it home to your families, your kids, your loved ones. RP that anybody that passed this past week, man. RP. Most praises up to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big G.O.D. of course. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jesus Christ of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm just moving and grooving. Got the head out today too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they look like, I ain't gained no weight. Alright, here we go, man. Let's get started, man. It's a long podcast, man. It's a lot of stuff happening in NFL free agency, man. That's the only thing I'm touching on tonight. With just so much stuff. I ain't got no more time for nothing else. Alright, so let's get started. NFL top headlines. Vikings acquire second first round pick in a trade. Sources, Kurt signed a 2-year deal with the Rams. I don't know what Kurt that is. Bears acquire Pro Bowl wide receiver Allen from Chargers. Oh, they got Mike Allen. Okay. Seahawks acquire QB Howell as backup to Smith. I don't think that's Sam Howell. I wish it was, though, the whole time. But I don't think that's who that is. Police look into alleged sexual assault by Dak Prescott. Whoa. Can't win a playoff game. Only won one. I think maybe two. His whole career. Sexual assault. Allegedly. Pray for the guy. Such a clean image. Gotta watch them guys. Alright, source Jaguars to sign ex-49er D lineman Armstead. Texans give Mixon 3-year extension. Sources say it's a good pickup. Alright, while I was doing this, we had breaking news. Alright, Rams. All world, all everything, all NFL. Probably top 5 defensive players of all time. Aaron Donald has called it quits. He is retired. That is going to be a huge loss for the Rams. For some reason, I don't think he's done. He still got some gas left in the tank. I think he played 13 seasons or something like that. Or 10 somewhere between 10 and 13. But that's huge news. So let me see if I can think off the top of my head top 5 defensive players of all time. Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders, Ronnie Lott, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. I don't think he top 5 because then I can go D tackles too. Reggie White, Warren Sapp. I might have to do that. Top defensive players of all time. Top 10. See who in my top 10 of all positions. It's going to be interesting. Might have to do 20. I might have to do that. Alright, let's give Donald his flowers though. You know what I'm saying? So Rams Donald 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, retiring at the age of 32. In those 10 seasons, Donald was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, an 8-time First Team All-Pro, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, although he did play 10 seasons, and a 2014 Defensive Rookie of the Year. It's good work. He finished his career with 111 sacks. Now that's amazing. That's amazing. The second most among primary defensive tackles in a career behind John Randall. See, people forget about John Randall now. 137.5 sacks. Whoo! Good night. I think he was inside and outside, but dang. He was sacking that quarterback. Pause all day. All right, since individual sacks became official in 1982, he holds the Rams franchise record for career sacks, of course. This is Donald here. Throughout my career, I have given my everything to football, both mentally and physically. 365 days a year was dedicated to becoming the best possible player I could be, Donald said on social media. I represented this game like no other, and I'm blessed to be able to conclude my NFL career with the same franchise that drafted me. Not many people get drafted to a team win a world championship with that team. I do not and will not take that for granted. Okay. He is one of 3 players to win the Defensive Player of the Year award 3 times, along with Lawrence Taylor. Along with Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt. The award was first given out in 1971. According to ESPN Stats and Information Resource, Donald is one of 2 defensive players since the 1970 AFL-NFL merger to earn a Pro Bowl selection in each of their first 10 NFL seasons, alongside Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, 10 of them. Donald, 32, and Barry Sanders are the only players in NFL history to play at least 10 seasons and get selected to the Pro Bowl in each season, according to the Allied Sports Bureau. Sanders also played exactly 10 seasons, retiring in 1998. All right. Pro Bowls in the first 10 seasons. Aaron Donald is one of 6 players in the NFL history to be selected to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 10 seasons. The players are Aaron Donald, seasons 2014 to 23. Offensive tackle Joe Thomas, 2007 to 2016. Running back Barry Sanders, 1989 to 98. Linebacker Lawrence Taylor, 1981 to 90. Defensive back Mel Renfro, 1963 to 73. And D-tackle Merlin Olsen, 1962 to 71. That is a history lesson for you. Alright. Aaron Donald. Let's keep going on with him. Shout out my man right there, okay? Dope Black King just joined us. Shout you out, bruh. Alright, Aaron Donald. As great of a player he is an even better person. He is truly one of one. Epitomizes everything that's right about sports. I will forever cherish the memories we made and will always be grateful for how he poured everything into the game and into our team. He's meant a lot to me personally and to my family. I'm assuming that's from the coach. It really didn't stay. In June 2022, Donald and the Rams agreed to a reworked contract that made him the highest paid non-QB in the NFL at the time. This week, the Rams restructured Donald's contract to save about $9.19 million in salary cap space in 2024. So that tell you right there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that you can sign a contract in 2022, and 2 years later they can come tear that up and restructure. That's the NFL for you. That's the only bad thing. All right, he made a lot of money. He had to make over $100 million easy. All right, over the last 5 years, the NFL average pass rush win rate against single pass blocker was 17% for a qualified rusher. Donald posted 18% pass rush win rate against double teams in that same span, making him better against two pass blockers than the average pass rushers was against one over the past 5 years. That's crazy. All right. We are so grateful for Aaron's dedication to greatness and for leading our franchise on and off the field. For the past decade, Rams owner Stan Kroenke said in the statement, he has left his mark on generations of football fans, and his accomplishments, coupled with his work ethic and passion, continue to inspire his teammates, coaches, and athletes across the globe. It is a privilege to have witnessed one of the greatest players of all time, and we are proud that Aaron Donald will forever be a part of NFL history as a member of the Rams. Shout out to Aaron Donald, man. Clap it up for Aaron Donald, man. Clap it up for Aaron Donald, man. That's great work. 13 seasons. Got you a Super Bowl, the best at your position. Hey, man, you can't ask for nothing other than that. All right, so now we're going to get into the NFL free agency. I'm going to go through all 32 teams. Make this fast as possible. All right, we're 16 minutes in. See how long this takes. All right, start with the AFC East. The first couple teams, I didn't get all of the players, but the last 30, I believe I got all of the players that signed up until today, around about 6 o'clock. All right, so the Buffalo Bills bring back starting defensive tackle Daquan Jones was a big win, but the biggest addition is wide receiver Curtis Samuel. Of course, my Commanders lose him. As a player who can fit a variety of roles, he provides an evolving wide receiver room with different skill set. Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins' most impact signing is cornerback Kendall Fuller. I think he left the Commanders too. Also added safety Jordan Poyer. All right, New England Patriots re-signs offensive tackle / guard Mike Onway to a 3-year, $57 million deal. Quarterback Jacoby Brissett, linebacker Anthony Jennings, DN Josh Uche, wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, tight end Hunter Henry, and a few more players I did not write down. All right, New York Jets. D-tackle Javon Kinlaw. Quarterback Tyrod Taylor. Punter Thomas Morstead. Guard John Simpson. D-tackle Leaky Fotu. Kicker Greg Zerling. Safety Chuck Clark. Cornerback Isaiah Oliver. The NFL North, AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens. Running back Derrick Henry. D-tackle Justin Madubuike. Quarterback Josh Johnson. Defensive end Brett Urban. Linebacker Malik Harrison. Cincinnati Bengals. D-tackle Sheldon Rackins. Tight end Mike Gesky. Running back Zach Moats. Safety Geno Stone. Safety Von Bell. Tight end Tanner Hudson. Linebacker Akeem Davis Gaither. Tight end Drew Sample. And they had some more signings as well. Cleveland Browns. Quarterback Jameis Winston. Defensive end Zadarius Smith. Linebacker Jordan Hicks. Punter Coney Boringes. D-tackle Maurice Hurst II. Running back Naomi Hines. D tackle, Quentin Jefferson. Offensive tackle, Hakeem Aiden. Linebacker, Devin Bush. D tackle, Shelby Harris. Offensive guard, Michael Dunn. Tight end, Giovanni Rasecki. Cornerback, Tony Brown. AFC North, still, Pittsburgh Steelers. Quarterback, Russell Wilson. Punter, Cameron Johnston. Linebacker, Patrick Queen. Cornerback, Dante Jackson. Safety, Miles Killebrew. Safety, Deshaun Elliott. D tackle, Montavious Adams. The AFC South, Houston, Texas. D tackle, Daniel Hunter. D tackle, Denico Autry. Linebacker, Easy Al, crazy name. Wide receiver, Noah Brown. Punter, Tommy Townsend. Cornerback, Jeff Aduwa. D tackle, Florensis Fatakasi. Cornerback, Lonnie Johnson Jr. Tight end, Dalton Schultz. Cornerback, Desmond King. Kicker, Kamaimi Fairburn. Indianapolis Colts. Quarterback, Joe Flacco. Wide receiver, Michael Pittman Jr. Linebacker, Zaire Franklin. Cornerback, Kenny Moore II. D tackle, Raekwon Davis. D tackle, Grover Stewart. D tackle, Tyquan Lewis. Jacksonville Jaguars. D tackle, Eric Armstead. Wide receiver, Gabe Davis. Center, Mitch Morse. Guard, Ezri Cleveland. Safety, Darnell Savage. Running back, D. Ernest Johnson. D tackle, Jeremiah something. Cornerback, Ronald Darby. Wide receiver, Devin Devaney. Offensive tackle, Blake Hance. Safety, Daniel Thomas. Tennessee Titans. Wide receiver, Calvin Ridley. Running back, Tony Pollard. Center, Lloyd Cushenberry. Wide receiver, Nick Westbrook. Eichen. Quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Kicker, Nick Folk. Linebacker, Kenneth Murray Jr. Cornerback, Seober Awakzi. Long snapper, Morgan Cox. Offensive guard, Sadiq Charles. AFC West, Denver Broncos. Wide receiver, Lil Jordan. Funny name there. Lil Jordan Humphrey, actually. Kicker, Will Lutz. Tight end, Adam Troutman. Fullback, Michael Bartman. The second, I believe. Oh no, Michael Bartman. D tackle, Malcolm Roach. Safety, Brandon Jones. Kansas City Chiefs. D tackle, Chris Jones. Wide receiver, Marquise Brown. Linebacker, Drew Tranquil. D tackle, Tershawn Wharton. Tight end, Eru Smith Jr. D tackle, Derek Nadir. Safety, Deion Bush. AFC West, Las Vegas Raiders. D tackle, Charleston Wilkins. Quarterback, Gardner Minshew. Center, Andre James. Tight end, Harrison Bryant. Running back, Amir Abdullah. Los Angeles Chargers. Tight end, Hayden Hurst. Running back, Gus Edwards. Safety, Aloha Gilman. Tight end, Will Parsley. NFC East, Dallas Cowboys, linebacker Eric Kendricks, cornerback Jordan Lewis, long snapper Trent Singh, cornerback CJ Goodwin. The New York Giants, cornerback Brian Burns, quarterback Drew Lock, running back Devin Singletary, tight end Jack Stoll, cornerback Nick McLeod, wide receiver Isaiah McKenzie, safety Jalen Mills, offensive tackle Jermaine Elu Monero, guard John Runyon, special teamer Gunnar Olszewski, long snapper Casey Critter, linebacker Carter Coughlin. Philadelphia Eagles, linebacker Devin White, defensive back C.J. Gardner Johnson, running back Saquon Barkley, defensive end Bryce Huff, wide receiver Devin Packer, defensive end Brandon Graham, guard Matt Hennessy. The name of the night by the Philadelphia Eagles, Matt Hennessy, baby. Pull up. Linebacker Zach Byrne. Washington Commanders, running back Austin Eckler, linebacker Bobby Wagner, quarterback Marcus Mariota, tight end Zach Ertz, defensive tackle Dante Fowler Jr., linebacker Franklin Lynn or Lon or something, center Tyler Biadace, defensive end Elf Obanda, safety Jeremy Chin, defensive end Dorrance Armstrong, defensive end Ceylon Farrell, safety Jeremy Reeves, kicker Brandon McManus, linebacker Anthony Pittman, offensive guard Nick Olligrip, wide receiver Jamison Crowder, long snapper Tyler Ott. Woo! Oh shit, where's my water? Damn, thirsty is on the well. Alright, NFC North, Chicago Bears, running back DeAndre Swift, cornerback Jalen Johnson, QB Brett Ripken, offensive tackle Matt Pryor, tight end Gerald Everett, safety Kevin Bayard, safety Jonathan Owens, linebacker Amen Adog. I ain't gonna even mention that. Center Coleman Shelton, long snapper Patrick Scales. Alright, Detroit Lions, D tackle DJ Reader, guard Graham Galsgrove, running back Zion Knight, defensive end Marcus Davenport, cornerback Emmerich Robertson, offensive tackle Dan Skipper, cornerback Khalil Dorsey, long snapper Scott Delay. Green Bay Packers, cornerback kick returner Keyshawn Nixon, running back Josh Jacobs, running back A.J. Dillon, safety Xavier McKinney, cornerback Corey Bullington, tight end Tyler Davis, linebacker Christian Welch. Minnesota Vikings, running back Aaron Jones, QB Sam Darnold, linebacker Jonathan Greenyard, linebacker Andrew Van Gickel, linebacker Blake Cashman, D tackle Jonathan Bullard, D tackle Jerry Taylor, wide receiver Brandon Powell, wide receiver Trent Sherfield, offensive tackle David Quinsbury, guard Blake Brandel, tight end Johnny Mundit. NFC South, Atlanta Falcons, QB Kirk Cousins. Wide receiver, Darnell Mooney. Tight end, Charlie Warner. Linebacker, Nate Landman. Center, Ryan Nidzell. Wide receiver, Ray McLeod III. Wide receiver, Kaderl Hodge. Offensive tackle, Storm Norton. Carolina Panthers. Wide receiver, Deontay Johnson. Guard, Robert Hunt. Guard, Damian Lewis. D tackle, Ashawn Robinson. Linebacker, Jose Jewell. Cornerback, Dane Jackson. Linebacker, DJ Wunu. Linebacker, K. Levon Chasten. Cornerback, Troy Hill. Safety, Jordan Fuller. Running back, Raheem Blackshear. Long snapper, J.J. Jansen. Wide receiver, Amir Smith Marset. NFC South, New Orleans Saints. Wide receiver, Stanley Morgan. Wide receiver, Cedric Wilson Jr. Linebacker, Willie Gay. Quarterback, Nathan Peterman. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. QB, Baker Mayfield. Wide receiver, Mike Evans. Cornerback, Bryce Hall. Safety, Jordan Whitehead. Offensive guard, Ben Brandison. Offensive tackle, Justin Skill. Linebacker, Levante David. Running back, Chase Edmonds. Kicker, Chase McConglin. D tackle, Greg Gaines. NFC West, Arizona Cardinals. Offensive tackle, Joanna Williams. Mark Wilson. I don't even know what he is. I forgot to write him down. D tackle, Bilal Nichols. Cornerback, Sean Murphy Bunton. Guard, Tristan Colon. D tackle, LJ Collier. Linebacker, Chris Barnes. Blake Gilskin, punter. Los Angeles Rams. Cornerback, Darius Williams. Safety, Carmen Carl. Guard, Johanna Jackson. I want to say this is a linebacker or defensive end. Kobe Parkinson. Guard, Kevin Dotson. San Francisco 49ers. Defensive end, Leonard Floyd. Linebacker, Devondre Campbell. D tackle, Malik Collins. Defensive end, Venter Gross Motus. Guard, John Feliciano. D tackle, Jordan Elliott. Linebacker, Demetrius Flanagan. Follis. Safety, George Odom. D tackle, Kevin Givens. Quarterback, Brandon Alley. Cornerback, Chase Lewis, or something like that. Seattle Seahawks, to round it out. D tackle, Leonard Williams. Offensive tackle, George Font. Tight end, Noah Fant. Tight end, Ferrera Brown. Safety, Rayshawn Jenkins. Offensive tackle, Nick Harris. Cornerback, R.C. Burns. Linebacker, Darrell Taylor. Linebacker, Terrell Don Dean, or something like that. All right, last but not least, NFL top headlines that came up while I was doing all them notes. Source Ram inks Garoppolo to back up Stafford. Good pickup. Panthers continue adding to D. Sign safety Fuller. Cowboys release linebacker Vander Esch and wide receiver Gallup. QB Wilson joins Steelers to win championships. Sources Steelers trading QB Pickett to Eagles. Source 49ers add Campbell after Kendrick's whiff. Ridley Titans over Jags due to money and comfort. Woo! That was some good work. That was it. That's it. We about to get up out of here. Forgot to shout out the sponsors at the beginning. Shout out to Gatorade, baby. Shout out to Gatorade. Get your Gatorade. Get your Gatorade. Get your Gatorade. Alright. Shout out to Nike, of course. Shout out to Nike. Just do it. Shout out to MJ, the GOAT, greatest of all time. Better get you a pen. Alright. Shout out to Fila this week. Shout out to Endless, of course. Shout out to PlayStation 4. Shout out to T-Mobile. Shout out to the Rainmaker. Shout out to the Commanders. Shout out to the Ravens. Alright. Shout out to the Wizards. Alright. Shout you out, man. Thanks for tuning in. This is Teamendless83podcast. Episode, I think it was 36, 37. Titled Rocky, NFL free agency. I'll be back next week between Tuesday and Friday. Probably go Friday again, maybe Thursday, because I think I might be going out next Friday. But man, hit the notification so when I go live, you don't miss it. Follow it on YouTube channel. It'll be uploaded here within the hour, I guess. Kenyon McAfee 3191. Check it on the YouTube channel. Support that. Load it up on the Facebook, all my other platforms, my Instagrams, my TikToks, my Facebook, my IGs, the YouTube. Support your boy. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody be safe this Friday night. Whatever you're going to do, don't regret it. Stay solid. Stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Be a good person. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. If you like it, put a ring on it. If you don't, put a condom on it. And that's all I got. RIP to all the good ones. And I'm out.